Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to tell you a bit about this story. It happened to me and my family in New Zealand, where I grew up. I was born and raised. I'm going to tell you about this true story that happened to me, and it's a ghost experience that I had in a cemetery. Now, most of my family members that I know of have been buried there, and my granddad's buried there. I've never met him, but he died before I was born. My nana died in 2010, so she's buried there too. But anyway, here's the story. I wrote it on a piece of paper, and this is the haunted cemetery, which is based in New Zealand, in Auckland, in Glen Eden. Most of you would know what I'm talking about. The cemetery is called Waikamete Cemetery. So here we go. Experiences that I had back in New Zealand at home. So here we go. I was out on a day with my mum and brothers where the toilets were closed. It was a Sunday. We were busting, so we found an area of bush. It was overgrown on top of headstones. We went in the bush. I said I was to look out for anyone walking past. No one, so I let my mum go first. As soon as she did, a guy walked past. Didn't see anything as I myself went before that. He said hello and walked on. So he walked off. I heard like a sound of a camera taking photos, but there was no one there. So that was a bit odd. So yeah, we went into the toilets because the toilets were closed on that day, and we were busting to the toilet as you do. So we found an area, and we did not know that that area was overgrown by graves until we finished doing what we had to do. So anyway, and that's when we heard a sound of a camera. But there was nobody in sight because that guy just walked past already. And anyway, another time I was with everyone at night, walked with our torches, and my mum told me about an old man walking beside her, and she didn't want to tell me. When I looked, no one was there, so that was a spirit of someone. We saw a group of people, so we asked them to stay with us, to be safe, and they did. We all heard noises, and so we all were investigating where it came from. My brother Daniel said it was coming in an area where my grandparents were buried. We didn't investigate after that. So he heard a noise in the area where my granddad and my nana was buried, and he heard a noise and he went to investigate it, and we were basically telling him, come on, come on, we don't see anybody, so we got out of that spot. Anyway, one year I was not living in New Zealand. I was in a relationship that time, and my mum and brothers went to the cemetery at midnight. They came across a guy and another guy sitting alone on a bench. Now, this guy knew who was buried and so forth, so he knew exactly where everyone was buried and so forth. My brother wanted to take a photo of the man, but his friend would not allow it. As it turns out, this man was an apparition, and he had no eyes. This other man my mum was talking to said he was like any other person, like real. He was kind and friendly, a merry guy, the one who knew who died and so forth. He said goodbye, and she watched him vanish into the tree and disappeared. Isn't that odd? So my mum, my brothers went to the cemetery at night, and she talked to this guy. She said he was a merry guy, and like anybody else, like a real person, talking to them, telling him where everyone was buried, and his friend was sitting on the bench, but his friend was a spirit and had no eyes. So then she said goodbye to him because he was like, I'm going now. She watched him vanish into a tree and he disappeared. So that was a bit odd. So there you have ghost experiences of my family and mine. And also, I was looking for someone for my mum. I said, "Where are you?" And I heard a woman's voice say my name and said, "I'm over here." But there was no one there. And this happened in the daytime. So yeah, we were looking for a grave where someone was buried, and I think we know exactly who it is. I think it was my great great nana. Now my great great nana, she is apparently with me all the time. So I think it was her. She was saying my name and saying that I'm over here, but we didn't find it. So anyway, there'll be another video coming out of me trying to communicate with her and see if she'll come through the spirit box. Anyway, if you want more of these ghost experiences like this, please comment below and subscribe and hit that bell so you know when I post. Okay guys, so I'll see you in my next video. Hopefully you guys can let me know if you want me to do some more videos like this. Anyway, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Peace.